The weekend in Mexico had everything to be a moment of redemption for Sergio Perez in the season. The Red Bull driver hoped to recover in his home race and dreamed of a victory this Sunday, but everything ended right at the start of the race, when Checo ended up pushing too hard in an attempt to reach the lead of the race right after the start, and ended up getting involved in an accident when he touched Charles Leclerc's Ferrari and had to abandon the race. Red Bull boss Christian Horner ended up commenting on the situation right after the end of the race, and his words regarding Sergio Perez ended up surprising everyone in the paddock. Stay in the video until the end to find out everything, but first I invite you to subscribe on the channel and leave your like on this video. Sergio Perez's disastrous start at the Mexican Grand Prix on Sunday ended up throwing away what would have been a certain podium in Christian Horner's view, but the Red Bull boss avoided criticizing the Mexican and said that Checo wouldn't be a driver if he didn't try seek leadership in the way he did. Perez started fifth and took advantage of Ferrari's poor start to put the car on the outside line while Max Verstappen came on the inside, leaving Charles Leclerc between the two Red Bulls. The contact was inevitable with Checo being thrown to the air by the Ferrari car and abandoning the race in the first corner. Red Bull still tried to return the Mexican to the track, but the damage was irreversible. The right side of the RB19 was severely damaged beyond the floor. In the pits, not believing what he had just done, Perez burst into tears while still inside the car. "I was completely devastated to see Checo retire at the first corner," Horner told Autosport. "It was probably his best start of a race in this season. He passed 3 cars and arrived with a lot of speed. You can't blame him for trying to take the lead in his home race. I think we have to call it a racing incident, because 3 in the same corner doesn't work, and Charles couldn't escape. It was frustrating for him and very disappointing for his fans. The people did their best to return him to the track, but the floor was very damaged. From the replay you can see that Charles's car ate a piece of the Red Bull," added Horner, saying that Perez was very emotional when looking for him later at the pit wall. The English then used his role as leader, reminding his driver that there would already be a race the following week. "I told him that the next race is next week. You were looking for the lead in your home race. You wouldn't be a driver if it wasn't like that," Horner stressed, assuring that Perez would definitely be on the podium without a shadow of a doubt. "It was a big loss with a car that was capable of finishing on the podium. It would have been a straight fight between Perez and Verstappen, so it could have been an interesting afternoon. Checo had a good pace this weekend. It is frustrating that the incident was in the first corner," said Horner, admitting however that this was his biggest fear. What did you think of Christian Horner's statement? Will Perez be able to recover from yet another tough blow, and will he present a strong performance in the Brazilian Grand Prix this coming weekend? Leave your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video.